They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Makes the catch, it's Lawson.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Robbins. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Got his man on the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. With the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll send the back in motion. He's looking to pass. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and
breaks into the open. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Back to throw. It's Robbins. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game.
Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got it. Now the connection takes him to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own one. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The play action fake. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Looking for the score. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike to that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Dampier. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown passion to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Robbins. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. pick six.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Nebraska. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the run, it's Martin. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense playing a bail technique. Williams looking for a man. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Quarterback keeper shows him the stiff arm. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big third down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And the quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much